Okay, got it.
Good.
I'm Caroline Rose Bohannon. Come along on the day in a life, right? Can I say that?
Yeah, okay.
Small business owners make a ton of decisions every single day, and I'm going to walk you through my decisions today. To snooze my alarm or to not snooze it.
That was your first decision?
First decision, yes.
What did you decide?
I did snooze for a bit.
What was the reasoning?
I was tired.
Good answer.
And I've been sleeping with my phone next to my bed, which is not a wise decision, I know. When we don't live in a camper, I have a sunset alarm or sunrise alarm that I really love. So I haven't been using that, but I need to start. So I have been preparing breakfast ahead of time on the weekend, so I just grab and go, and I grabbed my breakfast this morning and I ate it at work. So that was my breakfast decision. I did drink coffee out this morning, which I kind of every other day about get coffee out, and I got an iced caramel breve. I know people kind of complain about spending money or wasting money on coffee out, but one, I am living in a camper for the summer, and so it's a little bit harder to make coffee at home, and we don't have any ice currently, so that's really the big factor on it's better coffee, and it is faster for me to just go through the drive-thru and get coffee. Okay, so one of the very first things we do when we get to the office, anyone on my team, is we make a to-day list. So I was making my to-day list and then I share it with the team so everyone knows what I'm working on. So one of the decisions I needed to make today was what could I get done and what is the highest priority. I am working at the Rancher's Daughter today, which means that I kind of have to split my time. So I had about a half Rancher's Daughter items on my list, half K Rose Company and Kettle Menu items, and also I need to be able to stop a project and like help a customer. So I have a lot of quick tasks on my list, emails or phone calls, where I could just stop and help a customer and then come back to them. I have not had any water today. This is my drink lineup.
Coffee that's not finished, a drink that did get finished, and then the current drink.
So I've had 3 drinks today, an iced coffee that did not get finished, a watermelon Alani that we filmed for content for Northfork Fizz, which is our dirty soda shop, and a Jack Sparrow, which is my current favorite drink on our menu because it's easy and I don't have to think about it and it's good every time. Prices are up here by the pound.
Okay, sweet.
So one of the decisions that we've really spent a lot of time researching, and is probably one of the decisions that I would say is like a higher level decision, is cost of these versus availability. So we have a dirty soda shop. This is our first summer and we are just like starting to get into the swing of things and understanding how much we need and when we need it and all of that. And so inventory has been a little bit of a struggle, but there is a significant price difference on some of these products. For example, we can get these at Costco cheaper than we can actually get them from Coca-Cola, which is such an like juxtaposition. We thought for sure going directly to Coke, they would be a little bit cheaper, but they're actually cheaper at Costco. Now, Costco is a little challenging for us to go fill up on these as fast as we're going through. So we have to make sure that we are buying the product at the most affordable price, but also it has to work in the schedule. And so it's still something we're figuring out, but I'm constantly deciding, do I DoorDash something? Do I leave the office to go get it? If I'm out of town, how am I gonna restock at an affordable rate so our prices stay the same? One of the decisions that comes at being a boss is managing employees and managing employee expectations and schedules. I have a retail store, and so we're open from 9 to 8, so someone has to be here. But I also have an online company where people work from home, and so they have different schedules, and so things are always coming up where I have to make a decision. And one that I recently had to make is a retail store employee asked me why they weren't scheduled as often right after they came back from a vacation. And I had to kind of decide how I wanted to answer that, right? Truthfully, there were a couple different reasons. I had gotten in the groove because they were out of the office for a few days and scheduling other people. And also we had a little thing on the computer that says they were unavailable. So it was kind of a double-edged sword. But anytime employee challenges come up like that, you have to decide on the spot how you're going to answer, and every employee is different. Aunt Peggy's voice texting again.
Voice text?
Okay, you want me to look at this?
Yes, the reels for the color seeds.
Grayson looks thrilled to be there.
Yes, she does. Her getting the pelican is really good.
I do like the logo, thank you.
I was glad I found a watermark one.
It looks great. You're welcome to post that. Sun River Silver would like to be a vendor.
That's perfect.
Mm-hmm. I received your confirmation notification. We have a client who is from the UK who is sending over some products for a photo shoot with a really sharp deadline. And it was really important to us that we did this because we think there's more business, which means I had to make the decision to change 2 of our team members' schedule, change my schedule, connect with the ranch that they're going to take the photo shoot at, all within about a 2-day period in order to pull off this photo shoot based on the availability and get these photos for a client. I have to leave the store to head over to our house, which we Airbnb during the summer, and clean it. And so come along with me.
What are we doing right now?
Cleaning my Airbnb.
Okay, why are we cleaning your, explain to me the situation with the Airbnb.
Yes, so we rent out our house in the summer on Airbnb. And we used to have a cleaning company, and they would charge $300 per stay. Well, so that's about 1 night of profit. And so when we have a 2 or 3 night stay, it really was eating up the profit. So last summer we decided to clean it ourselves. So we are getting it ready for a guest who comes in an hour. So I think one of the things about when we decided to clean it, obviously it takes some of my time, but I was having to come back in on top of our cleaners. So it was already taking some of our time because we put out some extras in our Airbnb. So ground beef, sausage, bacon, sourdough bread, eggs, pancake mix, syrup, coffee, creamers. So I was having to come back already. And I just didn't think they were doing a good job. So it felt like I was re-cleaning. And so if I was gonna do it, I might as well just do it myself. So it takes about 4 hours for 2 of us every time we flip it, but we're getting much better. So we're getting much faster at cleaning now. I would love to find a cleaning team that I could trust here, but that has not been our reality. And so to me, it's better. Airbnb is very particular, so you can't really get any bad reviews. Even a 4-star is a bad review. So it's worth it for me to do it well versus having someone do it poorly. But ultimately, if we make this a full-time Airbnb, we would love to outsource it to the right available team. It also might mean I have to hire a team of people to be cleaners if I had multiple Airbnbs. Part of my job at the Rancher's Daughter is to reorder or to supply the store with inventory, which is a job I really like, but sometimes an employee will tell me that we're low on something similar to this product, and I will go back through sale reports and realize that it's not selling as well as I would like. And so because of that, I make the decision to not reorder, even though it is almost out, and we'll fill the shelf space with something else.
What was the decision?
Well, Jordan didn't count when Sage left, and then she makes me count, and I'm off $10. And so I said, guess what? But that makes it right, because it was $10. So after I finish my shift at the Rancher's Daughter, I am going to go to the gym and meet with my personal trainer, a decision I made a couple months ago to meet with her 3 to 5 times a week. She has a very flexible schedule, which is really helpful for me, and having someone hold me accountable so I show up to the gym is also a great aspect, because otherwise the decision would be to work. If you learned something today or enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe. But why would anyone want to know what I thought about all day? If you love this, please follow along and subscribe and comment on everything.